Mathematicians, it is Mrs. Sutton again with math today. Last week we started learning about place value. This week we're going to talk about 5 different ways that we can represent numbers. Let's get started.
Hey kids, what's up? Today we are learning about place value. Let's go and look at the example so we can start learning. Come on guys, let's go. Here we have what I like to think of as a place value house. This is the home of the place values. Over here we have big brother hundreds, and in this room we have sister tens, and in the last room we have baby ones. Now in the place value house we have a rule that says we can only have one digit in each room. Remember that a digit is any number from 0 to 9. In this house, we can only have one number or digit in each room. That is the rule, and we have to follow it. So let's look at this number and put it in the right place. Here we have the number 50. The number 50 has 2 digits in it. The 0 is a digit, and the 5 is a digit, so they need to be in separate rooms in the house. So let's think about how many tens are in 50. We have 5 tens that make up 50. Now how many do we have in the ones place? We have 0. So we have 0 ones in the ones place. Let's look at the number 50 using our place value blocks. We know that to get 50, we need 5 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 0 ones. Each one of these tens blocks is made up of 10 ones. If I counted every individual block in these tens blocks, we would see there are 50 of them. Now what if we move the number 5 over here in the hundreds place? We cannot leave this middle room empty, so we're going to fill it with the number 0. Looking at this number, we no longer have 50 like we did before. Is this number a lot different than 50? With the 5 moving places, we now have 500. To show us this, let's get some hundreds blocks. To get 500, we need how many hundreds blocks? If you said 5, you are correct. We need 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. If we compare 500 to 50, we can easily see that 500 is a lot more than 50. So a 5 in the hundred spot is a lot bigger than a 5 in the 10 spot. It's very important to pay attention to which spot the numbers are in because this changes the value of a number. Let's look at another one. This is the number 6, and it is in the ones room. If we represent this number with blocks, we would have 6 ones blocks. So we have 6 in the ones place, but what if we move the 6 to the tens place? Does that change anything? We can see the difference between the 6 in the ones place and the 6 in the tens place by using the blocks. Here we have the 6 ones, and here we have the 6 tens blocks. As we can see, there is a big difference between the 6 in the ones and the 6 in the tens. The 6 in the tens place has a value of 60, and the 6 in the ones place has a value of 6. Remember that we need to pay attention to what place the numbers are in. Now let's move the 6 over to the hundred spot and see if this has a different value. So can you tell me what number this is? The number is 600. Great job, guys. We had the 6 in the tens place, which gave us 60, but now it is in the hundreds place, which gives us 600. Is 600 worth more than 60? It is worth more than 60. Our blocks can show us this. Each of these hundreds blocks represent 100 of the ones blocks and 10 of the tens blocks. Having the 6 in the hundreds place is definitely a lot bigger than a 6 in the tens place. We have time for just one more number to look at. In this one we have 2 digits. This is the number 27. To look at this number, with the blocks we would have how many tens blocks? 2 tens blocks, correct. How many ones blocks? We have 7 ones blocks. Good job. We have 2 in the tens place and 7 in the ones place, which gives us 27. But what if we move these numbers over to the next room? Let's do that and see what we have. We no longer have 27. What number is this? We have the number 270. Is the value of 270 bigger than 27? Yes, it is a lot bigger, and we can see that with the blocks.
Great job,
To get the 2 in the hundreds place, we need 2 hundreds blocks. And to get the 7 in the tens place, we need 7 tens blocks. And we have 0 in the ones place. So remember that when the numbers are in different places, they have different values. And knowing this will help you understand the difference between large and small numbers. Thanks for watching, guys. We will see you next time.
All right, boys and girls. So we just reviewed place value. And today we are going to learn about how to draw out the numbers. You guys are getting really good at building the numbers, and we're going to work on building the numbers in small groups with your math teacher this week. But I'm going to show you how I want you to draw the numbers. Okay, so if I have the number 345, we call it standard form, just writing the number out, 345. Today we're going to work on the word form in the base 10 blocks. I'm going to start with the word form because to me that is the easiest one to do, because all that you're having to do is write the words for the number. So you write 3, and this is not my best writing. I'm trying to do it on the computer, so it's a little bit hard writing with the mouse, but 300, and I spell out the word hundred, ed, 340, and I spell the number 4 with a U, F-O-U-R, 40. And then between my tens and my ones, once I get to like 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, I'm going to separate it with something called a hyphen. So it's just a dash. So 45, because I have 5 ones. So to me that is the easiest because it's just the words. And I see the word word in word form, so I know I've got to write words. Now, to draw your base 10 blocks, I know you boys and girls are building those numbers using base 10 blocks with your teacher, and I'm going to show you how to draw it. For hundreds, we use flats, and flats are in the shape of a square, so I'm just going to use a square. How many squares am I going to draw for 300? 100, 200, 300. Now, to make 40, I'm going to keep it simple when I'm drawing because this is not art class. So I'm just going to draw a straight line down for my tens. That's 10, 20, 30, 40. And then for my ones, boys and girls, I am going to draw circles. I know when we're building, we build it with little squares and cubes. But again, I don't have time sometimes to draw out a cube. And drawing a circle is a lot easier than drawing a cube. And I don't want my cubes to get confused with my flats. So I'm going to use circles when I'm drawing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we did the word form and the base 10 blocks. Let's do another one. All right, this time my number is 624. So word form, I see that word word, so I just know I have to write the words. 6 100, ed, 20, and I'm trying to use my best handwriting. It's hard to write with a mouse. 20, and I gotta write that hyphen because I'm separating my tens and my ones. And I use the hyphen after my 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. 624. Now to draw my base tens, how many hundreds? Good. 6. So I'm going to do 6 squares. Remember, I want to keep my hundreds over in the hundreds spot. So I'm going to put them on the left side. 20, 10, 20, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So boys and girls, we have talked about 3 different ways to write numbers. The standard form is just the digits. Then our word form, using our words, and then using our base 10 blocks and drawing it out. Tomorrow, we are going to talk about our place value and how to show that. Have fun in math today. Bye.